Cinco de Mayo.
All right, shut up. I'd like to once again welcome everybody to the 5th annual State of the SmashNight address. Thank you for all feeling patriotic. As always, start out by mentioning how absurd it is that this is now 5 years of us doing this nonsense, and appreciate that y'all keep coming back to keep it going. A lot has changed. We've had a lot of people come and go. A lot of increases in ridiculousness and production value. Just overall, gone through a lot of change, and I think it's important to occasionally come back together and have a moment of reflection, both to pat ourselves on the back on how far we've come. It's broken. Oh no.
Oh no. Back to the phone.
Amazing.
Just edit out that part about production quality.
Yeah, our production quality is great. The camera person.
It's dying. It's corrupted.
All right, so maybe not the production quality, but in any case, a lot has changed. And so, just kind of take a moment to go through kind of housekeeping.
Okay, now it's recording. Wait, no, it's not.
The phone is corrupted.
The phone is corrupted.
SmashNight 5.1,
Blow
where we set
on
a
it.
new record for how quickly we break Colton's soul.
It started recording again when I blew on it.
Is it pressing the power buttons? Because those are sometimes stop and start.
We're actively watching Colton break.
It's a slideshow. This should be easy.
Okay, we're live. We're going. We're good. Ready, set, go.
As I was saying, so much has changed, and as we're being reminded right now, so much has stayed the same. So yeah, take a moment to reflect and gather my thoughts after 17 interruptions. And yeah, I just want to say, I love running this. It's been so fun. Not at all exhausting sometimes. But yeah, 4 years is a long time. They say that the burden of leadership can really be best visualized when you look at the photos of a president before and after their terms. And I gotta say, Barack, after 8 years, he wore it well. He got a little gray, a little weathered, but looking pretty good. And I don't mean to, offend or anything, but I have reason to believe that maybe that's a sign that running SmashNight a little harder than that whole presidential thing. After 4 short years, you can see that the toll that SmashNight has taken on body and soul pretty apparent in these two images. And I'd like to think that with this accelerated rapid aging, perhaps has come some semblance of maturity, at least I hope. And anybody who's commentated my games or for some reason actually gone back and watched the VODs, I don't know, and watched the player cam, I'm pretty expressive. I tend to show some emotion. I might occasionally yell something at Ryamsu or Kurt. It just comes out, but not anymore. I think SmashNight Season 5, looking at that picture on the right there, I think I've outgrown that. It's time for me to start taking a little bit more presence of mind, a little bit more calm. So as I have to go through those housekeeping items that I mentioned and kind of level set again, I want to try to keep my calm, keep my cool, and for that reason, I'm going to probably need a little help. So I'm going to have to call up my anger translator to assist.
Me?
Thank you. Everything just got hit.
Fuckers, all of you.
My phone storage is full.
Oh my god.
I got it. I've been doing it the whole time. I knew this would break down at some point.
There's no doubt. I'd like to say that before we even got here, I texted her after she left and I went, "Did you bring the camera?" And she went, "It's on the table." So
Good job.
you're doing a good job.
Flawless.
This is exactly how I want to remember this. So this is on point. As I was going to say, we have some things that I'd like to address about SmashNight. We go into the new season and prepare to start, being a little bit more under control, a little bit more clean. No more issues, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, first one, the point I want to bring up is respecting our hosts. We are very lucky to have 3 different basements that, for whatever reason, keep letting us come hang out 20 people deep in the basements for like hours on end playing video games. We appreciate that y'all do that, and it is awesome. There's only 3 of them, so they end up dealing with us a lot, given how frequently we manage to still do this. And I think, again, speaking to maturity, expectations, we should be able to conduct ourselves like adults, I would think. But I will say, hearkening back to SmashNight 4.10, I, for the first time ever, was hearing about how we did not really manage to do that very well.
So what's the average age in this room? 30? 40?
Oh no, now I can
Y'all
do
are
Ouch.
like children. Small, squabbling children. We don't pay Jekyll enough to deep clean flooring, find moldy beer and soda cans behind furniture, or reupholster said furniture. He doesn't have reupholster in hands. Look at him. Do better.
So we have a lot of fun. It's a good presence of mind here to just remember, hey, it's the end of Smash Night. I'm about to leave. Maybe I'll grab my trash. Pretty simple. So, no big deal. The next one, managing the noise.
Hello, Brad.
So, yeah, thank you, Microsoft Paint. As you can see here, we put our best minds on the problem and found an interesting correlation. As Smash Night has grown and we've all gotten a little rowdier, I have found that alcohol consumption has increased and the noise levels have reached what I call OW levels. I don't know how many of y'all know this about me, but I'm a sensitive boy. Alyssa plays this game when I'm putting my time in for work, where I have to just enter numbers into an Excel spreadsheet. It could not be a simpler task. And all she has to do is whisper nonsense in my ear, and my brain turns into like the fucking colored bars testing signal on the TV. Like, I just have to wait for her to stop so I can put the numbers into the sheet. That I can't drive at night if it has rained in the city. I did it a couple times with Alyssa in the car, and she was like, I'm gonna drive now, basically. The reflections are too much, and I don't do a very good job. So, moral of the story is, my brain gets frazzled. So, when the noise levels get wild because we have 20 people in a small enclosed space for hours on end, not only is it overwhelming our microphone, we have a better one now, so hopefully not too much, but it's overwhelming the stream setup, what have you, but it's overwhelming me too. And look, I get it. I know me telling you that doing something is going to break my brain, that's not a very good way to encourage you not to do it.
It's part of your training.
I know who I'm working with here. However, I will also point out I'm not alone. Once again, going back to Smash Night 4.10, that was the first time, not only that a host had said that we didn't do a very good job cleaning up after ourselves, but it was the first time I talked to somebody who, like me, was completely overwhelmed, and when they got home, like, felt so exhausted and oversaturated. That was the first time, and this is one of our OG people who was at the very first Smash Night, the first time they said they felt like they might have just been better off not going to Smash Night that night. So I'd like to avoid that if we can, because I'm not the only sensitive boy in the crowd. I know we're having fun, but let's try to keep the yelling and, you know, pestering during games just like a little bit lower, you know? Just reel it back in a little bit.
Shut the fuck up, you animals. Telling your joke louder doesn't actually make it funny. Spam selecting a character with the volume max just to drown out the stream is the most degenerate human behavior known to man. You will go to hell. If hell does not exist, one will be created for you. Get help.
We're not even about the band.
Moving on. Logistics. I know that y'all understand that this stuff doesn't happen on its own. Y'all see me show up early and set up. You see me packing everything up when I'm like one of the last people left. You hear me bitching about how I have to unpack everything at 2:30 from my car in the parking lot. The night guards know me now and just wave and they're like, oh, you have one of your things again. So I just want to say, unless you're maybe Alyssa, you might not quite know how much goes into it, and it is a lot. And I love doing it. That's why I keep doing it. And I hope the fact that y'all keep coming back means y'all enjoy the product, you know? You enjoy what we end up with. And for the most part, I mean, we're not a local. We don't ask for money. We ask for like tables, chairs, switches, what have you, but nothing too crazy, I think.
Wait, we're not making money.
We make
We,
a lot.
we are not seeing profits.
The company's not doing well. Okay? I can't even afford a tie.
This is our year.
Aren't you?
This
Yeah.
is the year.
You're looking good. But the point being, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, both before and after with the VOD clipping. It's just a lot. So it's a labor of love, but it's a labor nonetheless. And so, you know, when I'm in my frazzled state, because like I said, I'm a sensitive boy, when in that state, you see me with my hair pulled out, and I'm like, hey, stop your friendlies because you're up and it's been 5 minutes. My dream is that the answer is like, okay, awesome. But you can imagine my surprise when, given this graph, after all this, someone has the audacity to go with no.
Respect the space. Respect the TO. That's me. Fuck y'all. Hey, Jekyll, because he actually gets the bread. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, we have
Oh, oh my god. Oh, it's so moist.
Listen, I gotta pay him off every once in a while. Unplug your friendlies. Bully your friends into unplugging their friendlies. Unplug their friendlies anyway. Move the night forward. 2 a.m. hurts all of us. We are all approaching over 30, maybe 40, maybe damn near dead.
This guy can't pull off 3 a.m. anymore.
He sure can't. Also, I live off validation. That is all that fuels me. Instead of, for the last half hour of Smash Night, making fun of my number 2 standing in Snickers, how about a thanks or a we love this event you put on? But no. It's always skill issue. And your up smash doesn't hit.
I didn't write any of that, so. Or approve it. Thank you, that's enough out of you, I think.
We'll meet you later.
In conclusion, I once again went to paint, and I think outdid myself here. I think this is a good visual of where things have been, where they should be. Here we've got the alignment chart, chaotic versus lawful or organized, and here we have casual to competitive levels of play. You know, real majors up in this top right corner, we're not gonna do that. I get that. That's not even the expectation, but I put it there for reference. I'd like Elite Bracket to be somewhere over here. You know, we're decently competitive, and maybe a little organized, you know, not talking over the start of the stream, keep the camera on the actual game cam. Not to name names or any specific events that happened at SmashNight 4.10 Grand Final. But you know, I think this is a good roadmap for where we can go and where we will never, ever go again.
I've got to go back and watch the Smash.
What did I miss?
Most
Exactly,
watched
remember
clips
before
are just
this.
4 out of 10.
What you'll see is everybody having a good time, and I'm in the background going, like constantly. So, so that was the housekeeping side of things. You know, I'm sorry we had to bring out the muscle, get a little scary, but it's important that we go into this season, you know, getting things right, and it's especially important because, as some of you might know, Alyssa is probably going to be finishing up school here in a little over a year. You know. There is a very real chance that this is going to be my last season of running Smash Night.
What the heck is?
Smash Night 4.5 might be my last one before I pass off the torch to somebody else if they so choose to run it. But, you know, I have a dream. My dream, not so big. It's barely past the origin, but I dream nonetheless. And, you know, if no other reason, sanity, you know, none of that convinced you, just for my last season, if we could just inch up this way, clean up after ourselves, do all the things to make this just that little bit more cool and special than it has any right to be as a basement Smash tournament, then that would be an awesome, potential last season.
Where are we now? Like season 4 as a whole.
We got a problem. I think as a whole, Smash Night Season 4 saw some clear drift this direction. And I think alcohol was definitely involved. So just gonna say, we'll just keep this in mind. I might pull it up and have flashcards or something ready, but the main point here is this is a request for a little help, and the stakes are, this is potentially my last one, so let's make it cool. And at some point, maybe AK will come. If we're cool enough. There we go, I did it.
If you tell him it's your last one, he'll come.
Who says I can't do crowd work? She yelled something out, I worked it right in. Improv. So yeah, that's the annoying, work side of things. Also, it's potentially my last season. So we have gone way over the top, probably way over the top compared to what I should have been doing when I had classes, but we're trying to do way too many things that we're very excited about to update Smash Night and make some really cool new gimmicks and what have you. And I realized about finals time that I was in way too deep and was not going to have any of them ready probably if I didn't focus on one. So I hard focused a couple of things where we can present those now and get things kicked off with some surprises. And the fun part is, because I couldn't get everything done, that just means there's more surprises get trickled out as we go into the season. So go ahead and share the first of these exciting revelations. Hopefully the sound and everything works. I should just watch on YouTube. This is a terrible idea.
What are you trying to do? Oh, it's muted. It's muted.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to YouTube. Still muted though. Well, it's autoplay.
Start it over.
Yeah, you missed so much.
Shout out to our guest Rihanna, making a Smash Night debut tonight. Really picking some names, making some waves. Excited to see what else he's got in store for us.
Here's the thing, there's 0 tournaments that are more entertaining than Smash Night. The dude just puts on really good shows. You're actually missing out on the best Smash Brothers entertainment on screen. All I want is the Smash Night crowd, and they won't give it to me.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
So, I'm just saying, first of all, the more rearmies that is watching Smash Night, just get as many people in here as we can, please.
The pit grab spike. Oh! Oh, there it is. He's telling what's up. Oh no, that's it right there. Oh my god.
And then the final thing that we did not have time to get ready in time, but we're very excited about, and we already have queued up how we're gonna work on them. Have y'all seen enough like?
Do you watch sports?
Yeah, how to ask this better. You know sports.
You know sports.
Sports ball. Like specifically in the NFL, for instance, whenever they're like talking about a player, they'll have the way over the top, high like production value, like player profiles where they're behind some background, they got the green screen, them holding a football and looking real fucking menacing. We want that. So Alyssa has helped me and my boomer self understand how that's gonna look. So we did like a little mock-up here.
Wait, why is it? Hold on.
This
Wait.
is,
Oh,
that looks
what?
real good.
Huh.
Yeah.
There it is.
Just like that. But basically, she's done a little green screen. It was like when I first got up, she was playing around with it, and then we did throw it in there because I looked like ass. But yeah, it was me just like sitting there. She's like, do something. I'm just like,
we should. If you want to see it, just come by.
It's unfortunately on the computer. So.
But we're gonna make player profiles for everyone. That look like this. It'll have your name and your team and stats, and replace football guy with a green screen video of you doing something.
And we expect it to be over the top. Like my plan is I'm gonna be like down on a knee, like pouring G Fuel all over me. Like I want them to be ridiculous. So
I don't
play
do
it
anything over the top.
Yeah. That's what come out of your
You're gonna
shell.
rewear this.
Yeah, honestly, you probably should just wear that again.
It's a shotgun a beer for yours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
we
down.
have a couple of people who are gonna do theirs first before next time, so that y'all get to see like some examples of them. But our hope is next time to bring a camera that fucking works
With a non-corrupted SD card.
and a green screen.
I would say I might be able to help with some of those.
Yeah, and then we'll over the course of the night we'll take you aside, film your little green screened videos,
And then you'll never be heard from again.
and you'll never be heard from again.
And then I think by default, last
The important things to note are the sheets we will have will be dark purple and like a light blue, so just try not to wear one of those colors.
You can just do the dark. We'll do the dark purple.
We can do
yeah.
the purple for that probably.
Just don't wear both those colors.
Yeah, just don't wear both purple and blue.
What
Just
if I
wear.
want to do both? What if I want to change my hair?
I know. But yeah, if you want to come to like think on what you want to do or wear for your little player profile thing, and then like before games, we can show a brief little clip of the two players that are about to face off.
And they'll probably have like a highlighter too, right? That plays right like as part of it too. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Do you guys think I could find a more obnoxious outfit for mine? Or like you think this is probably
I think
like
this is perfect.
This is probably good.
you peaked already. You can't try to go.
I'm gonna put
I'd be a
the
little
dinosaur
concerned
and drink out of my
That's it. I turned this off so I wouldn't have feedback, but we're done. That's all the
Yeah.
And
So,